Free my dude Super Mario. He did nothing wrong. He's a good boy. Didn't hurt nobody. I mean, sure, it seems like he needs to lay off the pasta a little bit, but I mean, that happens. So this morning I was browsing social media and I came across a story that, it triggered me. Considering that this was originally a retro gaming channel, I'm sure the story is going to bother a lot of you too, as well as just anyone who just wants the government to kind of not be so in everybody's business. And in this case, it's in someone's literal business for apparently no reason. Maybe someone can give me a good reason for this, but I don't see it. So you have this guy by the name Scott Fisher who owns a retro gaming store in Orange Park, Florida. He was having a hard time getting foot traffic to his store because his storefront, it doesn't look like a game store. Like, take a look at this.
Because our store is so hard to see, we thought a giant inflatable Mario would help attract attention to our storefront.
If I was in a car passing that store, I would have thought it was like a library or a VFW hall or something. So rather than spend however much money renovating the storefront so people know that they sell video games, he had the idea of setting up an inflatable Super Mario outside the store. All of a sudden, people realized this is a place that sells video games. You have families taking pictures with the Mario. You know, it seems like everybody wins here, right? Well, according to the local government of Orange Park, no. They want to give him a $100 fine for having the inflatable up. All of a sudden, people aren't finding his store. He's getting phone calls. People can't find him. You know, people might have thought he went out of business or something. And here's the part that to me is particularly maddening.
The city said that I could have a Santa Claus, an elf, or some other seasonal inflatable, but because Mario pertains to my business, I can't have him.
You see, because like there's some communities that have regulations, they want everything to look uniform, and they agree on certain guidelines. That's not the case here, nor was it any kind of an obstruction. As you can see, it's clearly on his property, but they would have allowed other types of inflatables as long as the purpose wasn't to promote his business, which to me is, what? Who does that help? I don't see how this has any kind of effect other than hurting the local economy and damaging small businesses. You know, like a guy finds a smart way to promote his business without spending a ton of money, and the whole system is just like, no, we can't allow that. Everyone has to drain their pockets constantly, and sure enough, it's like a $100 fine if he decides to keep Mario up. It's like you're just not allowed to get ahead in life unless you're handing over a ton of money to somebody, whether it be the government, advertisers, someone's gonna benefit that's not you. It reminds me a lot of what happened here in New York a few years ago. All the delis, bodegas, they have signs that say on their awnings what they sell. Sandwiches, cigarettes, coffee, whatever. And they wanted them all to remove it or face a fine. And what sense does that make? Like, why is it a harmful thing to people know what a store sells? To me, it just seems like another way to fleece small business owners. Thankfully, his case has been taken on by a group called the Institute for Justice. They're a libertarian legal organization who pursue cases that involve violations of people's free speech, and that's how they're pursuing this. They're stating that in not allowing him to promote his business in this way, they're violating his First Amendment rights. I'm going to be putting all of their relevant links in the description, and I'll be following this case as it goes along. But until next time, free my boy Super Mario, he's innocent.